Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back here for another episode of Tolerance Break, the podcast where sometimes I take a break from my normal content I make and I do what I want. And today, we're live actually right now. If you ever want to see that, I'm also tired. When I'm tired, I stutter. If you want to see me live, I'm live at TikTok at TheAshbro. I'm gonna start doing these live streams on YouTube too soon. Oh my god, you guys can see when I'm trying to have like a script in my head, it all falls apart as far as speaking goes. But today we're doing the RADS test to see if I have autism. I mean, many people in my life would just say, yeah, I do. But I've never actually taken this before, so I'm a sympathetic person. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, what is the definition of sympathetic? Like, because I know empathetic. Alexa, definition of sympathetic.
The adjective sympathetic is usually defined as characterized by, proceeding from, exhibiting, or feeling sympathy, sympathizing, compassionate. For more,
Okay. When I was younger, I was more sympathetic, but now I'm really not. Like, for a lot of stuff. Like, I'm empathetic for my friends and people I know, but like with someone I don't know, not really, honestly. Like when it comes I was doing like customer service, like
At smiley face, saluting face, saluting face, saluting face.
Well, it's like, I guess I would say that. Ayo, I often use words and phrases from movies and television in conversations. True now and when I was young. Yes. I'm often surprised when others tell me I have been rude. Yeah, well, true only when I was younger than 16. True now and when I was like, yeah. I've never thought I was rude, but then like a lot of times people will tell me, I'm like, really? Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly and I'm not aware of it. True now and when I was young. Yeah. Actually, yeah, really, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it. I often don't know how to act in social situations. True now and when I was young. Yeah. I can't put myself in other people's shoes. Never true. I feel like I'm very able to like see from other people's perspectives. Also, let me turn down the music a hair. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases means, like you are the apple of my eye. Truly when I was like younger than 16. I feel like I'm good at figuring that kind of stuff out now with context. I only like to talk to people.
I got 188.
Why did it give you the sad voice? Oh my gosh. It was like, I got 188. Oh my god. That's not a bad thing though. If anything, that makes you more epic, okay? That makes you more epic than anything. Alright. I only like to talk to people who share my special interests. That's the only thing that really interests me. Like, if we're not talking about stuff that what we both are into, then I'm kind of just like falling asleep. Honestly. True now and when I was, yeah. I focus on details rather than the overall idea. Yeah. I always notice how food feels in my mouth. This is more important to me than how it tastes. Yeah. Cause like, oh my god, like I like orange juice, right? But if it has pulp in it, what? I didn't sign up for drinking sand. Okay? I didn't sign up for drinking sand. God, I hate orange juice with pulp in it so much. It tastes so gross to me. I miss my best friends or family when we're apart for a long time. Okay, I do miss my friends, right? But like the thing is, the older I've gotten, more of my friends are online, and I'm able to, in my mind, be like, "Hello, cat." I'm able in my mind to be like, my friends are, my IRL friends are doing their own stuff. They're not like me, and I'm not. It's not really weighing on me. And the thing is, with my online friends, I can just connect with you guys. So I feel bad putting true, but like if I'm like really thinking about it, I'm like, it's not that I don't miss them. It's just like I understand like the life is happening, and why make myself feel extra bad, you know, when I could just like have like less of a weight on my shoulders. Like if my friends are watching this right now, I'm not saying I don't miss you. I'm just saying I understand that you have things going on, and rather than letting that weigh on me and pull me down, I'm just gonna be happy when I talk to you guys. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I'm thinking, even if I don't mean to. Yeah. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. I think this applies in a couple different ways. Because, like, I have not switched my gaming sphere up at all. A lot of my podcasts I listen to are, like, the same things talked about over and over again, honestly. They're just comedy podcasts. Like, I've listened to five different podcasts, and this is gonna be so goofy, and the topic of truck nuts has come up on every one of them, and I giggled at all the jokes. True noun when I was young. Yeah. I'd rather go out to eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know. Never true. I don't think I've really gone out to too many restaurants by myself. But I do prefer to eat
All right,
by
I am
myself.
taking Jerry tests.
Hey yo, let me know. Jerry, if you're curious on YouTube what that is our code word for TikTok live for the G and the A and the letter Y word. We can't say that live here because it will get mad at us. I cannot imagine what it
Frenching
would...
the fries.
Frenching the fries. Hey yo, Cora, what's good? We're taking the TISM test right now. And you're also now part of the YouTube video. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be
Chilling
someone
FR.
else. True, only when I was younger than 16. I'd say that. Epic moment, Cora. Yo, you should take this test. It's interesting. I've been told that I am clumsy or uncoordinated. Actually, you might be too young to take this still, considering the context of a lot of these questions. I have been told that I am clumsy or uncoordinated. Yeah, I'm the clumsiest person I know. Others consider me odd or different. Yeah, true now and when I was young. I understand when friends need to be comforted. Or I understand when friends need to. True only now. When I was younger than 16. Well, my thing is like nowadays I'm like, it's hard for me to understand the scope of some things. Like when it's like really bad, I know to be there. But like at other times, like sometimes I'm just really like not thinking about it. I don't mean to not be thinking about it, but sometimes it just like happens. I'm like, oh God, I should have been doing A, B, or C. You know, so I guess true now when I was young. I guess that kind of means that. I am sensitive to the way my clothes feel when I touch them. How they feel is more important to me than how they look. When I was younger, I definitely was more like that. Nowadays, I will wear long sleeves out in public, and if that means I'm sweating and it's 75 degrees outside, I don't care. I'm keeping it on. it took me a long time to get over that because it was super uncomfortable. But I like to copy the way certain people speak and act, and it helps me appear more normal. Yup. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the same time. I would say so. Because, like, once again, like, I'm thinking of, like, Discord calls versus real life. And in real life, I like, don't know what to say a lot of the time.
G&G pushed her overstimulated to wear a long sleeve.
Yes, I did. I went on a whole trip through California with my family when I was this was like age 17 to 18 when we did it. I had a long sleeve sweatshirt on the whole entire time, even when the weather got into the 90s and we were hiking. I was not liking my body. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the same time. True now, and when I was I would say, because a lot of my friends will be like kind of just like quiet. Like my one friend Bella will be quiet, and then it ends up me and my friend Chloe only talking. So I kind of feel relaxed because, Bella she'd be sleepy. But when there's more than one person actually trying to talk to me, I feel my heart racing much more. I have to act normal to please people and to make them like me. Yeah. Meeting new people is usually easy for me. No. I get highly confused when someone interprets I highly get confused when someone interrupts me when I am talking about something I'm very interested in. Yeah. It is difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. See, I always like to think I know, and then sometimes at the end of a conversation, I'll ask to double check.
I am definitely Jerry.
Ayo. 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 That would be epic. Listen, I think everybody should be low-key. Listen, if you're watching this, I'm not insane, alright? Everyone can like who they want to like. But I just like don't believe there is a such thing as a straight man, especially from what I've seen on Twitter. Is it difficult for me to understand how others are feeling when we are talking?
I knew I was Jerry. Insane in the membrane.
I would say yeah. Because like I was saying, there's been so many conversations where I'm like having them, and then at the end I ask to get confirmation because I'm trying to get information from them.
BAHHAHA, the straight man Twitter shade is so real.
It is real. Like, oh my god. Man, if we were just live streaming this, I'd talk about some really funny things. I like having conversations with several people. For instance, around a dinner table at school or work. No. I would rather be by myself in my room eating food when I'm eating food. I feel so insecure eating food around other people and weird. And I don't like people looking at me. I don't like doing that. I'd rather just be watching something quiet.
You sound like Squidward on that giggle.
I take things too literally so often. I miss what people are trying to say. Yeah. It is very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. But this kind of goes back to the other question. It's like, and also I didn't really have a lot of a social life as a kid because I was bullied a lot. So like, I didn't know. In my adult life, I've been learning how to like catch that stuff. So I'd say yeah. I think my back is hurting. Ugh. My back is hurting. Alright. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive. What? Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin? I don't understand the question. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others.
Microfiber cloths. Like you don't like it, it feels aggressive.
Oh. That's one thing weird about me. I love the feeling of microfiber cloths. I don't understand why people don't like that. Like I have a whole
At
towel.
core, yes, I can't ever
Like-
touch them.
I like them so much that I have a towel that is a microfiber cloth that's like the size of a normal towel. But then I'm like, well, what about other things? Oh, well, actually, when it comes to washing food and stuff, like dishes and stuff like that, I would rather throw them in the
I
garbage.
make my family grab them. I can't clean with them either.
I
God,
would peel my skin off from the inside. G&G.
when I would wash dishes before, and even now, like if I had them, I mean, I have a dishwasher again, thank the Lord, but I used to get rubber gloves to do dishes at home because I hated it that much. So I would say yes for something. So yeah.
I don't like the feeling of like suede.
I know what suede looks like, but I'm like, off the top of my mind, I can't remember what it feels like. I get extremely upset when the way I like to do
The rubber
things is
gloves
suddenly
don't even help me
changed.
either.
They don't help you? Well,
That's
I would
that,
get
like
like,
velvety stuff, I think.
oh. See, I don't know. If it's velvety, I'm like trying to think. That's like the small fuzzy on the top, right? Where it's like not like microfiber fuzzy, but it's like. Let me look this up on the side here. SUEDE.
Yes.
OMG and Sherpa.
Oh, wait a second. I don't know if I do like this now that I'm looking at it.
Felt
I'm
as icky as well.
remembering.
I can with Sherpa.
I don't know if I'd like wearing that. I'd like to like touch it. But wearing it, I feel like I would be in hell. Okay. So, I guess one of the things I like to do suddenly changed. Yes. Dude, the other night, randomly, my family wanted to have dinner at the dinner table. I about lost my goddamn mind. I kept it together, but I did not want to be out there. I've never wanted or needed to have what other people call an intimate relationship. True, only when I was younger than 16. When I was younger, I didn't need that. And then when I was older, I like suppressed my feelings in a relationship where I was like, I'm a person that need that type of thing. And then I realized that I was fucking my whole life up. I was like, why am I doing A, B, and C just to make excuses for myself because I feel wanted even though I wasn't. So yeah, definitely when I was younger, but I've learned more about myself now. It is difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I am finished. Yes. This is why I tell people, I'm like, stop me from talking or I will keep going on forever. I need someone to stop me. I need it. Like, especially with my IRL friends, like if we're like hanging out, like playing games or doing stuff. Because I play games and I talk to you guys. When I play games IRL, I'm just like, I just can't stop. I speak with a normal rhythm. I'm speaking with a normal rhythm and I'm singing a song. Like, what does that mean? Context?
You don't.
Okay.
I can tell you that RN.
Really? I like don't know how to hear that, I guess. Huh. Now I'm gonna think about it. The same sound, color, or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. I would say yes, only because I had to color correct.
You either speak really slow or really fast, but I like it and I do too.
I guess that makes sense now that I'm thinking about some videos when I'm like really going through it and like I am stuttering a lot like I am now to like get my thought process out. I will slow down and I'll kind of sound like more methodical. Whatever that sounds like to me. I don't think that's true. I feel like, oh. Hey, yo, Ramen, what's up? What's up, Ramen? What's good, bro? I'm taking the TISM test. I would say yes, only because I'm like red, or not red. I'm blue-green colorblind, and that's gotten... That's gotten worse the older I've gotten. Let's go. That's gotten worse the older I've gotten. But then also at the same time...
That Ramen, we also filming for the tube.
Yes, you are also on my YouTube. We're doing this podcast style. I've started way too much for me to go through with this and edit it out. True only now. I'm trying to think of
everyone.
Hello. I'm trying to think of what that sounds like or looks like to me. I feel like I'm lying to myself. I don't think that's something that's true for me. The phrase I've got you under my skin makes me uncomfortable. Yes. What does that even mean? Sometimes the sound of a word or a high-pitched noise can be painful to my ears. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Yes. Know what words made...
I hated that question.
This word made me uncomfortable for so long, but I can't even remember if
There's bugs under my skin and they must be free, Jay.
Stinky. The word stinky made me feel really gross, and I hated that word, just even saying it. I mean, I can say it now because I literally practiced. That's so stupid to say out loud. RADDS test. The rad, and then I think there's a -S at the end. But now that I'm saying it, I had to practice saying the word stink out loud. Yeah, it wasn't stinky, it was stink.
At Roman RAADSR.
Oh, Smiles got it right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's an autism test.
I am an understanding type of person. True. I say true now and when I was young. Well, I would say true only now.
I am taking it now with you.
Let's go. Let's go. We all figuring it out tonight. I do not connect with characters in movies and cannot feel what they feel.
At Roman, I just took it too long.
I want to say never true for that. I will say it's gotten harder as I've gotten older. And I genuinely hadn't felt it for years. Probably until, like, years. I'm saying, like, probably from when I was, like, 14. It was the last time I really felt connected to, like, a movie character. But all of those feelings came back when I saw the new Superman movie. I was just like...
Tis we playing Ford at any point tonight. GNG, I am here for stream tonight.
What time is it? Ooh, no, we're probably not going to be playing Fortnite tonight after this, because it is 4 a.m. So, I'm probably going to be going to bed after this. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cora. No, you hit me with the K. You hit me with the K. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me turn my
Ball is
camera
good
off.
twin.
Okay, epic. I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me. Yeah. No, I can't. But yeah, no, when Superman came out, I felt like a little kid again. I was like, I am Superman, his girlfriend. I can see in my mind in exact detail things that I'm interested in. Nope, I don't see anything in my mind.
I have access to my Fortnite account finally.
Ooh, don't play the Delulu mode. You're gonna get banned real fast. I keep lists of things that interest me, even when they have no practical use. For example, sports statistics, train schedules, calendars, dates, historical facts, and dates. Huh. I used to.
I have been wildly.
know.
Huh. I'm trying to think of like what would count as that. I guess so. Yeah, I think so. Well, it was more like random collections of things. I don't know if that would count, but like also though at the same time, like I don't really make a lot of lists, but like when I do, it's really stupid stuff. It's like, well, by stupid I mean things I'm interested in. When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate myself to shut them down. Absolutely. Hey, yo, whoever's liking, thank you. I think it's, who is it? Let me see. Smiles, thank you. I like to talk things over with my friends. No. The reason why I was pondering that is because my friends can tell when something's bothering me, and then they'll pull my teeth until I do talk about whatever I'm wanting to think about. Because all my friends are women, and they all have really good intuition. I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored with what I'm saying.
You ain't even need to finish the test. G&G, we all know FRFR.
I know. I just want to see the score. It can be very hard to read someone's face, hand, and body movements when they are talking. True, only when I was younger than 16. I feel like I'm better at that now. Being in customer service, I have like learned a ton of that. Especially like when you're in customer service, especially in America, you have to learn those things or to know if you're in danger. The same thing like clothes or temperature can feel very different to me at different times. Yeah. I feel very uncomfortable with dating or being in social situations with others. Yeah. But that's like only because like the people who I've liked in the past, my friends have been very critical of. And I don't care, and I will still and I will still support whoever I'm with, like the amazing person they are. But that only came out of insecurity when I was younger. Because like I remember showing my friends like the girls that I thought was pretty at school, and they'd be like, huh? And I'd be like, what do you mean? That's like the prettiest person I've ever seen. And then I developed into that. I try to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems. Well, that depends on what the person is looking for. If they're looking for someone to listen versus looking for answers, right? So I'd say true now and when I was young, because like that can be helpful in different ways. I've been told that I have an unusual voice. For example, flat, monotone, childish, or high-pitched. The only reason I'll say yes to this is after editing a lot of my videos, I've realized when I think I'm doing a nice smile, like when I am saying something nice sometimes, I am not actually doing much of a smile and I'm kind of looking emotionless. And I've now been practicing smiling. That feels so goofy to say, but it's true. Sometimes a thought or a subject gets stuck in my head and my mind, and I have to talk about it even if no one is interested. Absolutely. I do certain things with my hands over and over again, like flapping, twirling, or stirring, or waving things by my eyes. I do certain things with my hands over and over again.
Oh no, Ash, practicing smiling is wonderful.
I don't understand this question. I do certain things with my hands over and over again, like flapping, twirling sticks. So I used to fidget a lot more. The older I've gotten, the less I've done it because I just don't have time to, as far as jobs and stuff goes. I do like stimming, like with talking and stuff. Well, I'm trying to think of like situations because when I'm on my computer, I'm constantly doing stuff with my hands. I'm pressing buttons on my soundboard. I'm typing different sounds and stuff on my keyboards. A lot of the time, like I feel like that's yes. Well, actually, you know what? Every time I'm in a social situation, I don't know if this would count, but I take this with me. Or I have my 2 black meditation balls. Or I have 2 coins specifically for my pocket to turn around in my pocket like this. Because it helps when I'm nervous. Or, yeah, that's yes. I've never been interested in what most of the people that I know consider interesting.
I see you fidget and stim very often, I feel.
It's possible. It's possible. I have never been interested in what most of the other people I know are considered interesting. So, yes and no. I've learned to get better at that because I was like that. And now I have to work really hard though when people are talking about like things that are outside of like my brain space. So I would say true now and when I was young because I don't really have any IRL friends anymore. And yeah, no, bruh. People could talk to me, especially if I was like a little bit tired and I was talking to my friends. I could fall asleep talking to people sometimes. And it's not even like a mean way. It's just like most of the time I was
This man never stops
zooped
fidgeting
out of
unless
my
you're playing the
mind.
game, but that's just an e-fidget FR.
I'm considered a compassionate type of person. I would say, yeah. Yeah, like I'm like thinking of this now. I'm like, what is the definition of compassion? Alexa, what's the definition of compassion?
As a noun, compassion is usually defined as a feeling of deep sympathy and sorrow for another who is stricken by misfortune, accompanied by a strong desire to alleviate the suffering. As a verb, compassion is usually defined as to compassionate.
I'm only compassionate for people I want to be compassionate for. Because, like, if you have wronged me in my life, absolutely get out of my face. I don't care about you anymore. I don't care. Sorry about it. Am I supposed to trail off and feel bad about people who have done things to me? Yeah, there's good parts to those people, but also cutting them out of my life makes me feel way fucking better. So, maybe not. Like I was saying, for like people I care about, I am. What would I answer for this? If you have any input on that, anyone else in the chat?
Corey, yeah, I see them fidgeting a lot, but like me too, dude.
I get along with other people by following a set of specific rules that help me look normal. True only now, because I've learned how to act normal from being in customer service. So I guess actually no, that'd be true now and when I was young, because like I had to still learn. That's why I got bullied, because I didn't
Wait, what one did you
understand.
want feedback on?
I said I am considered a compassionate type of person. I'm compassionate for people who I want to be compassionate for, who are good to me in my life. Like, if you have wronged me, like even if you're like a big figure in my life, if you have wronged me enough, I get to a point where I just absolutely don't care about that person. And I'm like, you know, I know there's good factors about this person, but like the bad outweighs the good. I'm ready to cut this person out of my life forever, because why would I keep them around if they're gonna act like that and be like that? I have no feeling about that or feelings for those persons. Like, I'm sorry, I just see the things for what they are when it comes to that kind of thing. Like, if it's my little sister, I'm gonna be compassionate for her. If it's my friend Chloe, I'm gonna be compassionate for her. But if it's somebody that has wronged me enough to where it's like, hey, I'm realizing this pattern so much, why would I keep you around?
You're compassionate to people unless they show you reason to not be, so I would say you are.
Okay. Okay. I was like, I don't know. It is very difficult for me to work and function in groups. Yes. I mean, if I have to for work, I will, but I would say yeah. When I'm talking to someone, it's hard to change the subject if the other person does, so I can get very upset and confused. Yeah. Yeah, if it like takes a left turn, I'll be like, but we were just talking about the thing I was talking about. Why are we all of a sudden changing this? Come on.
Increased pattern recognition is a sign of autism.
No, it's something. Oh my god, my older sister, she does social work, and I remember being like, she was like already looking into it. Like this was when I was like 15, so she was like starting to study shit like that. I remember being like, you know what's really interesting, Kaylin? Just people. I like to see how other, like, this is before I knew any of this stuff. I was like, I like to look at other people and just see how they act, and see if the way they act would be normal for me too. Because sometimes I feel like it's just like weird. Like, I just like don't feel like I'm acting the right way. So I like practice like a bunch of ways other people act so I can see if I feel normal. And like, I feel like it's really interesting to study other people's behaviors and things like that, because sometimes like I don't know mine. And I remember her just like looking at me like, and then she told me. I was like, oh really, that's an autistic thing? She's like, yeah. Sometimes I have to cover my
I mimic
ears.
people's accents on accident, BC. It makes me feel like I am fitting in.
Absolutely,
It really
I
is
do.
though, like people so interesting.
Right?
158.
Hey yo, Ramen, welcome to the gang. Damn, you went through that fast. I'm just reading this all out for like, because I'm recording it as well. Sometimes I have to cover my ears to block out painful noises like vacuum cleaners or people talking too much or too loudly. Absolutely. I can chat and make small talk with people. I'm getting better at it. Yo, whoever's liking, yo, Cora, thank you. Thank you. Also, thank you for the 1,353 likes. Cora's rising the ranks. I'm getting better at small talk with people, but and it also kind of like depends on the person. Like, I feel fine talking to literally anyone in my server. But the other day, I started talking to my friend Bella, and I started just getting overstimulated and feeling embarrassed because, like, I feel like me being myself in front of my IRL friends is cringe sometimes. Because, like, I've told them all of my lore and everything. So, like, especially in recent years with Wink, some recent developments, I'm like, I don't know if you're like actually like me as a person,
And ramen
or
we all
if like
diverged
you
into
can
Vanilla,
see
I got
me as the
188.
person I want to be. You know, because like my friend, like I was saying, my friend Bella and I were talking the other night, and it was getting awkwardly quiet a lot and shit. And then Craze joined with me and her, and it was just like a breath of fresh air. I was like, oh my god. Because Craze can talk to anybody and just keep the conversation flowing. And that's the thing. I was talking to her fine after he joined. So I would say no. Well, true only. I would say true now. No, I'm going to say never true. Well, no. I think what I'm saying is maybe different than
I
what
swear
this
Craze
is
makes
asking.
conversation so much easier.
He does, right? I don't know what it is, but it's just the vibe he brings in. I'm just like, ah, yeah. What's up, twin? A true only when I was younger than 16. I'm gonna say never true. Because, like, I feel like I'm getting better at small talk, but I still feel like I'm saying the wrong thing a lot.
His
Sometime-
vibe is just comforting Lolo.
It is. It's like having your big brother on the phone, or like your cool uncle. I don't know. Something like that. And he's younger than me. Sometimes things that should feel painful are not. For instance, when I hurt myself or burn my hand on the stove. I'm not a masochist. Like, I don't burn myself on the stove and I'm like, ooh, delicious. Like, so I would say, I'm trying to like think of like, no. Like, if I touch something hot, I'm going. When I talk to someone, I have a hard time telling when it's my turn to talk or listen. Yeah. On Discord, that sucks because sometimes you just like interrupt each other because of like latency issues in the internet. I'm considered a loner
Delicious
by.
is crazy.
Dude, I said that because earlier I was watching Firan podcast with Hassan Piker and his friends. They had an older woman on there because she's like a left political commentator, and she was like talking about why she doesn't like care for Pete Davidson. She was like, yeah, I don't think he's like delicious or anything by any means. I was like, delicious? That's a word I haven't said in a long time. Fergalicious, definitions, make the boys go local. I'm pretty sure she says that in that song. I'm considered a loner by those who know me
He's
best.
delicious.
Is he? Yo. I know Ariana Grande thinks that, and from what the news says, he got a big wiener. I'm considered a loner by those who know me best. Yeah. I usually speak in a normal tone. I don't know. Guys, do I speak in a normal tone? What does tone mean? What? Because I'm thinking about tone as far as like music goes. I'm like,
I am about to take the test to BRB.
okay. Miles, do you understand what it means by tone? Echo. Never mind. Alexa, what
It's
is
not
the
like not normal, but
definition
it's not
of
normal.
tone?
As a noun, tone is usually defined as any sound considered with reference to its quality, pitch, strength, source, etc. As a verb, tone is usually defined as to sound with a particular tone. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for tone.
I really don't know. I'm gonna put true.
I would say you don't speak in the same tone as people normally do.
I think I was gonna say I'm gonna put that down only because
Like you switch it up a lot.
yeah. Let's say because like I don't like speak one way specifically all the time. If I did that, I feel like I'd go crazy. I like things to be exactly the same day after day. What? What? I like things to be exactly the same day after day, and even small changes in my routine upset me. Yeah. If things just start changing every day, I start losing my mind. Like when I have jobs that like have changing schedules, I get depressed really fast because like I feel like I'm falling out of control of my life. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me. In person, yeah. I'm gonna take it to that because I feel like it's easy to find your people online, more or less. Because you guys are my people. It claims see, this is dyslexia coming out. It calms me to spin around or rock in a chair when I'm feeling stressed. Yes. Yes. Yo, what's up, Robin? If you're still in the chat, just saw your name up there. The phrase "he wears his heart on his sleeve" does not make sense to me. It means like you're putting it all out there. I'd say I've always understood that one. If I'm in a place where there are many smells and textures to feel, noises or bright lights, I feel anxious or frightened. Yes. I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else. True only now. I have had to practice that skill a lot, but like I think I'm pretty good at it now. But does that mean I should put no? If I have to practice it? I don't know. I like to be by myself as much as I can. Yes. I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else. But I have to ask about it normally when that happens. I'm like, did you mean this by saying this? I'm gonna put down never true. I keep my thoughts stacked in my memory, like they are on filing cards, and I pick out the ones I need by looking through the stack and finding the right one or another unique way. I don't see anything in my mind, and my memory is really bad because of it. No. The same sound sometimes seems very loud or very soft, even though I know it has not changed. Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with my anxiety, because sometimes just like, if I'm having bad anxiety, the sound level of this music would make me so angry right now. I enjoy spending time eating and talking with family and friends. When I want to. Like, I gotta say earlier, I would rather eat by myself, but I do enjoy going out to eat with my family and friends, right? That's fun.
When I am eating, like, leave me alone.
That's what I'm saying. Would I rather get takeout and be at home? Kind of.
I need my YouTube time.
Right? I think true when I was younger. Because I think the older I get, the more like I like to be isolated. I can't tolerate things I dislike. Things I dislike. Like smells, textures, sounds, or colors. Hey, yo, C, what's up? I'm doing pretty good. In this moment, I feel alright, I guess I'm saying. Right now, we're doing the AUTISM test. How are you? Oh, God. If you're on stream, what time is it? It's almost 5 a.m. How you doing? Hopefully your kitties are doing all right. Also, I'm tired. That's why I'm stuttering. We're recording, actually, a YouTube video for this right now. Because I thought it'd be interesting to record. I can't tolerate things I dislike, like smells, textures, sounds, or colors. Colors don't bother me so much. But sounds, textures, and smells, yes.
I am turning 30 next year, and I can definitely say I do enjoy being at home and not outside.
Yeah. No, 1,000%. Like, I like to be outside and, like, when I still could, hitting my pen and things like that, that was, like, a relaxing thing. But, like, I like to be by myself. Like, a lot of the times I would try, yeah.
I am doing good. Glad to hear you are too.
Yeah. I have to just kind of put on the blinders as far as what America has going on. I'm sure tomorrow I'll freak out, but like I was saying, like right now, I'm happy. I'm seeing all my people in the chat, so it's very comforting to see everybody. I don't like to be hugged or held. I wish someone would hug me. When I go somewhere, I have to follow a familiar route, or I can get very confused and upset. I'd say yes, because if I'm following a route I don't know, I get so confused. What is that emoji? Because I don't see things in my mind. That's why I'm horrible at
It's
directions.
hugs.
Oh, hugs. Sending hugs back. Hey, yo, it's purple.
It looks funny on stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say I couldn't tell, but you know, because I can't see things in my mind. That's why I have to have my navigator on at all times. And if I have a place memorized in my mind, it's kind of like insane that I'm even remembering it. Like, I went to my buddy's house from being a kid, right? Probably went over there over a lifetime, like thousands of times. If I went back to my old house where I was when I was young, and you asked me if I could take you to my friend's house, that was 25 minutes away, I'd say no, absolutely not. I don't know where he lives. Or like go to like the movie theater that I've been to thousands of times. Take me back to a similar spot where I should know how to get there. No, I don't. I don't remember that. I can't see a map in my mind. It is impossible. So it's like, yeah, when I do remember, I have to go that way. Or I'm getting lost. It's difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. Yeah. I like to have close friends. Yes. People tell me that I give too
always
much.
think I know how to get places until I am then lost.
Yeah. No, I've gotten lost too many times as a kid to where I'm like, the thought of that is just like, I turn that off. I'm like, I don't know where to go. Just give me the navigator. Like when people tell me to just follow them somewhere when they're driving, I'm like, no, just give me the address. I know the general direction, but I don't know all the twists and turns and winds and binds to get there. People tell me that I give too much detail. People tell me I talk too much. And that I'm overthinking all the time. So I guess I would say yes. I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions. Yes. But I've gotten to the point where I just accept that I ask weird questions. But I need to ask weird questions to make sure I'm not doing stupid things. I tend to point out other people's mistakes. Yeah. A lot of the time, like I don't know when to point them out and when to not. So a lot of times I'll just be like, I'll pull a person aside, be like, hey, do you know like you're doing this or this wrong, or this or this? And if it's like somebody like I know IRL, I'm just like, dude, you are doing that wrong. You know that, right? So I'd say yeah. Well, Smiles, you're my twin. Oh my gosh, how many answers did we answer the same to be only 3 points off of each other? Because you said yours was... Oh, I thought you were 185. I mean, still.
We just twinnin'.
So, what did Cherry say a normal score was? Let me look back up here.
You can look at the score sheet. "65 is the minimum for autism."
Oh my god. My mom be like, you don't have autism. I'd be like, I'm getting captured by Donald Trump next year. Oh my gosh. Recommended next step: autism spectrum quotient. A simple screening test that is used as a basis for pursuing a formal autism evaluation. Measures camouflaging can account for... Okay. Aspie quiz. God, I have such a bad headache. I need to make this. Nah, that's tight. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I got a solid 188 or 182. Sorry, I'm blind. What if I just change the question now? I'm kidding. Dude. That's wild. Sensory, social relatedness, or subtotal. Like, I wonder what all that means, though, you know? Oh, that downloaded, like, the actual full thing. Huh. Well. the very very strong evidence for autism. Let's go, guys. The mean score of autistic people. Strong evidence for autism. You are not autistic. Some autistic traits, but likely not.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, yo! I knew I was different. Yo, is that bad that I kind of wanted to like I answered honestly, genuinely. But like I was like, I'm happy with my score. I'm like, I always knew. All right. Well, I'm gonna probably yap a little bit more on stream a little bit. But for the YouTube video, hey, if you're watching this and you want to be on stream with me when I do these things, and you want to hear the stuttering live, TikTok.com/TheAshbro, TheAshbro on TikTok. Soon I'm going to be doing these lives on YouTube as well, so I can just immortalize them there. Dude, sometimes speaking in an accent helps me not stutter. But, yeah, like, subscribe, and I will see you. Because I'm on a computer screen, and you're on a computer screen. And I, you know, how I see what I can't see. I'm looking at an iPhone 16 right now. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.